In this video, I want to talk about the distributive property of multiplication over addition. The distributive property tells us that A times B plus C is equal to A times B plus A times C. So this left-hand side, this parenthesis, means we're multiplying A times the quantity of B plus C. We need to add B plus C first and then multiply by A. And this should be equal to multiplying A and B, multiplying A and C, and adding the result. So let's look at why this might be true. Here I have an array that has 3 columns of red and 2 columns of blue, and a total of 4 rows. If I were to group this in terms of my 4 rows here, that would tell me that I have 4 groups that each contain a total of 3 reds and 2 blues, so 4 times 3 plus 2. On the other hand, if I think of this in terms of columns, well then my red columns, I have 3 red columns, each which contain 4 circles. And I also have 2 blue columns, each which contain 4 circles. So we have that 4 times 3 plus 2 is the same thing as 4 times 3 plus 4 times 2. Since we have proven that the commutativity property is true and the order of multiplication doesn't matter, we can now see that these two things right here are the same, which is exactly what our distributive property says. There are other variations of the distributive property as well. The first of these, A plus B times C, is the same thing as A times C plus B times C. So this is another way to write the distributive property, and these are equivalent ways. So these both do mean the same thing. Another version, instead of B plus C, if I had B minus C, that would be equivalent to A times B minus A times C. And we can absolutely extend the distributive property to larger sums if I have A times B plus C plus D. This would be A times B plus A times C plus A times D.